So dear students, today we are going to start a new lesson, and that is the unity in diversity in India. Unity in diversity in India. It comes under the 7th unit, nation and diversity. So diversity. So the differences. Okay. So unity in diversity means what? So in spite of having different culture and traditions, the differences among the caste, color, creed, food habits, dress habits, and geographical differences. In spite of having all these differences, still there is a unity in India, and that unity makes the feel that we are all Indians. After all, we are all having the differences in different thoughts, different food habits, different styles are there. Even then, there's a unity in India. We are going to study about that lesson. India is a country of many ethnic groups. Ethnic groups means the people with the different beliefs, okay, different customs, different traditions, and still we have a common thinking. That makes our country great. And it's a lot of myriad languages. There are myriad means plenty of many languages are there. Major and minor languages are there. Some languages have not even developed the the scripts, and a veritable babble of tongues and numerous modes of apparel. So different languages. That's what it's not accepted by the accepted means in the major language names. These names will not be there, but colloquial languages like people, they use each other to communicate. Especially even village to village, each village will have their own language. For the most part, the continental dimensions of the country account for these variations and diversities. So, besides, there are several religions, sects, and beliefs. Different religions are there: Hindus, Christians, Muslims, Sikhs, Parsis, Jains. So, there are different religious groups existing in India, but there are certain common links and uniting bonds that people have sought to develop in order to achieve the eminently desirable goal of unity amidst the diversity. So, though there are different religions, different I told you, differences are there among the people. North India is there, South India is there, Aryans are there, Dravidians are there, Mongolians are there in India. Even then, there is still a unity. That unity makes our nation great. Many other countries, such kind of greatness doesn't exist. They stand separately. Here, there's a secular. India is a secular country, so all religions are given equal importance, and all thoughts are given values. And it is true that superficial observers are likely to be bewildered by the astonishing variety of Indian life. If a person comes from outside, he would get naturally wondered. He will get wonder because of the differences. In spite, so if you travel from South India to North India, you come across different kinds of people, and different traditions, and you will find that there are differences among the people. With the whole is lost in its part. What is needed is a superior interpretation, synthesis of the power of the mind that can give rise to a vision of the whole. So, what is needed is a superior interpretation. So, if you look from inside or even look from outside and you want to make an interpretation about what is the secret of the unity of the people, in spite of having diversity, is what? There is a feeling that we all belong to one nation. That feeling is there. That makes our nation great and standing united. And a keen penetrating insight will not fail to recognize the fundamental unity beneath the manifold variety in India. And this paragraph is all about the diverse itself, far from being damaging cause disunity weakness, is a fertile source of strength and health. Sir Herbert Risley has rightly observed. He said that he was a foreigner. He said, beneath the manifold diversity of physical and social types, languages, customs, and religions, which strikes the observer in India, there can still be concerned with a certain underlying uniformity of life from the Himalayas to the Cape Comorin. A person, a foreigner, he visited India and he suggested, he observed that from North India to Cape Comorin, that is Kanyakumari, if you go, you'll find differences. See, that's what I told you in the beginning, some time back, that you how to travel in a train, then you will come across different people. Kerala people are there, Tamil Nadu people, Karnataka people, or Andhra Pradesh people, Telangana people, Maharashtrians, Madhya Pradesh, North Indian, Hindi, Rajasthan. All these people, they're different, their appearance is different, their look is different, and their way of the behavior is different, their culture is different, food habits are different. Lot of differences we can find it. Still, are they all Indians? Yes, they are all Indians. Still, the fact is that in spite of having all these differences, that's all for their personal names. When it comes to the common about the nationhood, they are all the favorite children of India. And from his long and first-hand experience in India, Vincent A. Smith says that the civilization of India has many features which differentiate that from the other regions of the world. India, a person called Vincent A. Smith, when he came to India, when he studied about India, he found that there are so many differences between the geographical or the physical conditions of the earth. Like Himalayan, a person who lives or an area that is near the Himalaya or Jammu and Kashmir is entirely different from a place in Hyderabad or the Telangana. So what makes the differences then? There is a difference, and while they are common to the whole country in degree sufficient to justify its treatment as a unity in the history of human. You can easily feel it. We celebrate Independence Day, Republic Day, and such kind of national days. When you celebrate, it's a celebration occasion. People all they come together. They salute the national flag, and that makes a sense of feeling proudness that we belong to a great nation, that is India, Bharat. Okay. So this is possible because India has a history of human, social and intellectual development. Our human beings, when compared with other countries, our human development, the index of that development is increasing, and the social development is there. Intellectual development, many scientists, all those who are working in abroad countries are all from our country. So intellectually also people have developed. And next paragraph. Even the early Indian history unshakably shows that the political consciousness of the people has varied from the early times, grasped the whole India as a unit and assimilated the entire area as the center of theatre of its activities. The political consciousness or the awareness of the Indian people have developed much. India is not a mere geographical expression, nor it's a mere collection of separate peoples, traditional convention. India is much more than that. So India, though India is made up of, India contains many different states. So coming to the wholeness of India, that feeling, the oneness of India is something different. So the best proof lies in the fact that Indian history has quickened into life. So the Indian history is always this motto, the same very title of the lesson is the secret of our country. What is that? Unity. Unity. So there are some small issues now and then it's happening in our country, but commonly, frankly speaking, still there is a unity. If any issue comes between India and China, or India and Pakistan, India and other countries and all, then you can find these people, they forget about the local politics, local regionalism and all. They come together to support, to stand for, to die for the nation. Okay, and it has many races. Races means Aryans, Dravidians. These are all races, subcastes, nationalities, and communities. But the heart of India is one. We are all heirs to a common and a rich culture. We have inherited a good tradition, and our cultural heritage consists of our art and literature. They flourished centuries ago. Our culture, our art, our books, great epics, and what you call the temples or such kind of national structures that have been built in our country. It shows that how far our artistic or cultural side is advanced. our cultural heritage serves as a bond of unity between the people of different faiths and creeds. And the streams of different cultures have flowed into our subconscious to make us what we are and what we will be. So it's not only of Indian, some foreign cultures have crept into our land. So especially after coming of some foreign religions or the foreign invaders, so their culture also was, it also became a part of our culture. Later it was all blended, and there are Dravidians in India before the coming of Aryans, and the Hinduism is the blend of cultures of north and south. In the earlier time only the Dravidians were there. Aryans came from other European countries and they came and settled. Now North India is almost Aryans and South India is full of Dravidians. Still there is a blending combination of all this culture of Aryan and Aryans and Dravidians culture, and that makes the differences, north and south, east, west and all. So India is a large country with the different cultures, and India has 150 dialects. Dialects means small languages, and 22 recognized regional languages. But Hindi, like English, has come to stay in as the lingua franca of the nation, the mother tongue of the nation, that most of the people speak. Majority of the people of India speaks Hindi. From Kashmir to Kanyakumari and from Mumbai to Nagaland, Hindi is now understood and is recognized as the national language. But there is a kind of differences among Hindi is not being spoken in some states and all. Okay. But commonly speaking, this Hindi has got a national language status. India has a rich cultural heritage. We are the inheritors of several grand treasures. In India, what all things are there? We have got different fine musics are there. Carnatic music is there, no Hindustani music is there, and fine arts, dance, drama, theatre, sculpture. These are all the what you call the cultural heritage of our country. Our sages and seers have left behind a tradition of piety, penance, and spiritual greatness, and conquest of passion. So values of humanity and all is existing in our country. And our scriptures are the storehouse of spiritual wisdom. Scriptures means what? The Vedic books and all the Vedas and all was written in our country, and all the assets of the country. And our saints aspire they have realization of the infinite, the truth of the world, the wisdom has been downloaded through these all books. We have inherited great spiritual values contrasted with the great the materialistic progress of the West appears insignificant. When comparing with the foreign countries, our tradition, culture is entirely different and is having huge value and validity. And the West has to learn a lot from India. This paragraph is about, you can see that picture there. No? One picture is there. It's about the Ajanta Ellora caves. The picture is taken. And when people in the United States and Europe are returning to India way of life, so they have understood Indian culture is different. Indian yogis and maharshis, musicians, spiritual leaders have all attracted them in a big way. A significant move to project India's cultural unity has been the holding of festivals. So different differences. Or the West is first inclining towards our spiritual values. Even yoga, for example, the people of foreign countries are now practicing the yoga which was originated in India. And also the classical dances. The people from foreign countries, they come to our country and they learn classical dance like Kathakali, Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Mohiniyattam. These are all traditional dances of different states of India. These foreign people are coming and learning it, and then they are going and presenting it there. That means that much greatness is there for the cultural unity is further exemplified by the temples of the southern Khajuraho and all. You have to go and visit some temples of ancient monuments of our nation. Ajanta Ellora, you must go. Once I went there, such a marvelous, beautiful construction. Can't imagine how they built it with the huge rock pieces. When technology was not that much developed, how they could make it. Even Taj Mahal is an example. Khajuraho temple is an example, and Ajanta Ellora. These are all such kind of creativeness we can found in the such kind of temples. Okay, and which are shining examples of India's proficiency in sculpture and architecture. When technology, cranes were not there, such machineries were not there, computers were not there, how could they make these kind of huge structures? It was really a matter of wonder. Very temples are, many famous temples are there in Tamil Nadu. I don't know if Mahabalipuram, Madurai Meenakshi temple, and if you go there, you can find the architecture is fantastic, marvelous. And the Indian classical music, like the Indian dances, are built on the concept of ragas and talas. Indian classical music, especially Carnatic music, is there. North Indian musics are there. North Hindustani musics are there. They're all perfect. They're all it can transform the human lives. And each raga is regarded as appropriate at a certain time of the day or the night. So scientifically also it has important. Even musical therapy, such kind of ragas are used to cure the patients' diseases. So they are believed to be around 250 ragas, common north as well as in south together. So very interesting to know all these things about the culture, music, dance forms, and especially in Indian Pandit Ravi Shankar and all, how many efficient such kind of experts are there. Indian musics they have made known to the outside world even. Yes, they have bridged the gap between the music of the East and the West. So Indian traditions, Indian music is not less than that to any other music. It is always a degree of level higher to the other Western music. Every music has got its own beauty, and we appreciate our music much better than other music systems. And other significant features of India as cultural unity are the variety, colors, and the emotional richness of the dances. You can find Independence Day or the Republic Day and all, Red Fort, where Prime Minister hoists the flag. They conduct the Republic Day and such kind of parade they arrange, right? Up in that parade, different states representations would be there, different dance forms and all, like tableaus they place it. You can find, every state has got their own classical, like Telugu speaking states, Kuchipudi is the authoritative language. So like that, Kerala and all, Mohiniyattam is the Kathakali is there, and North India Kathak is there. So different Manipuri dance is there. So different dance forms are there in India. And the country abounds tribal dances. Northeast Central, if you go, you can find different beautiful tribal dances. So and that's all. The great symbol of dance is Shiva, the cosmic dancer. Shiva is supposed to be, Lord Shiva is supposed to be the greatest of all dances according to the belief of Indian people. So Shiva, his dance form, like a cosmic dance style, is very famous. Depicted in sculpture, Nataraja is called Nataraja. I have seen, no? So that procession is very important. It's very famous too. Similarly, classical theatre in India has a history of more than 2000 years. So how many years back these dance forms were originated? Not less than 2000 years. That means it's a very old form of dance. Now, of course, nowadays most modern dance forms, break dance, this dance, that dance, contemporary dance, and all are very common. But the dance forms, original dance forms, classical dance forms, were originated almost 2000 years back. And the tragedy, the classical plays combine music and dances. In the olden time, it was mainly performed in the temples and tragedy was that it still discouraged. Otherwise, the range of themes covered is wide. Nowadays, a lot of negligence is there. Nobody is interested to learn such kind of, or very less people are showing interest to learn such kind of classical music, dance, and all. People are all after the Western music and Western dance steps and all. That's very irony. That's very painful. Okay, we must learn and maintain, sustain our ragas, our tala, or our dance forms. Okay, it's the strand of cultural unity running through the country that we are here to, and the people, to which people in the West are increasingly turning now. Now the people of India are not concentrating much on this kind of dance forms or the classical music and all, especially when comparing the foreign people, foreign country from different, our Westerners are coming and learning, whereas our people are not showing interest to learn such kind of things. And yes, that's all. So Muni's, it is up to the younger generation to uphold this touch of culture. So the lesson finally winds up with giving a main point that we have to focus, we have to learn, we have to sustain our quality of music, our traditions, our culture, because then only we can say proudly that we love our country or we are Indians. So whatever may be the differences in terms of religion or caste or north or south or any other race, doesn't matter. We have to love, we have to feel respect, we have to learn the Indian traditions, Indian classical music, whether Indian literature, and we must tell to the outside world, foreign world, okay, about the greatness of our country. That is all about the lesson, unity in diversity in India. So live together, then only happiness can be doubled. Never should separate the people. They are the enemies of our country. The one who separates the people in the name of religion, caste, color, or so and so. So live together, then only India can be a beautiful land.